There we go. W unmute. Yeah, don't even remind me of that fucking day, dude. Trent, you were in piss too when the internet was out.
Oh my
Internet
God.
and phone service. People,
Yeah.
I guess that was the last time we were on stream or not on stream.
Oh my! I totally forgot about that day.
Totally forgot about that.
I was going to cafes to laugh.
Yeah, dude. That was weird. For those who don't know, we had in our, I don't know, was it just in the entire city of Frisco?
Yeah.
There was a whole outage for everything, every Wi-Fi, every phone signal, no nothing. So like when I got cut off of BTL, there was literally no way to contact anybody or anything about what was happening unless I went 40 minutes away. So I mean that was absolute moose. People don't talk about that enough.
We need to know if you said App State.
I 100% did.
You did. Okay.
100% did. So I mean that was rad.
That was based off just a muffled ass voice, and that became the squad ride, which was Cookie. So
yeah, it was Cookie. GG.
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole day was moose. I've never felt more useless than however many hours we had without any service.
Yeah, no Wi-Fi or service, bro. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, I went on after, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna text them, let them know that nothing's working. Got cut off of Wi-Fi. I've been trying to put it back on. Nothing's happening, and then I go, my phone doesn't work either. So that was moose. But we're back today, even with a moose slate. Krabs and Rem. I think he had a red eye, and he's probably still sleeping from it because
he did. He did have a red eye.
He texted earlier, said it was delayed, so that's why he was probably not going to do it anyway. So I moved it to late just in case he was going to pop up, but probably not going to happen. But I get that. So we're here. We still have some wagers. Still have to get back from Vegas, even with a moose NBA slate. A lot of games, a lot of super fat spreads for God knows what reason, and really that's about it. So we got 2 NHL games and a stray CBI CIT game here and there. So we got to figure it out today. And yeah, surely we do get a Trent Sharp report today. We might need that. Might need you to tap back in. Tap back in. Yeah, what? Making up for red eye might be soft.
Talking CBB?
No, just whatever on the slate.
Oh, today, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to dial in. So first we can bitch a little bit about some of the March Madness plays. I feel like you already did that a little bit, but I'm sure people want to hear from everybody's side of things here. Shockingly, the Buffs were highlight of weekend, both wagers. Those were
weekend.
Yeah, first one was definitely my heaviest of the weekend, which was nice. And then I had a solid amount of coin on them against Marquette, legacy cover. But other than that, it was kind of a boring weekend. Didn't have many upsets. Or I guess you had a lot in name in like the first round of the tournament or first day of the tournament, but it was kind of the ones everybody expected. So wasn't too great. Obviously, the second round was even chalkier. So that wasn't really all that fun. But looking at it now, when we get to the Sweet 16 and Elite 8, a lot of action-packed games, a lot of really good tournament games. So dial in there. I can guarantee underdogs are going to be barking those games too, even though they're a little closer spreads. So that was huge. And yeah, just a little boring weekend. No aura. There wasn't like the crazy upset other than like Yale, I guess you could say, which that was, I don't know. That was a crazy upset because nobody really expected it. But at the same time, like they lost one of their best defenders, and Jalen Williams also got hurt in that game. So, I mean, everything that could have gone wrong in that game for Auburn went wrong. It's like that was one that didn't seem too crazy at the time. What's up, kids?
We're forgetting about Oakland?
Forgetting about Oakland, yeah. I mean, I was about to say that was the only one that was just like a March Madness guy moment. Because, I mean, Jack Golke.
Now Jack Coakley works for Buffalo Wild Wings. There's so many fucking ad deals he's got now.
Yeah, and he just busted Antonio Reeves and Rob Dillingham, who are going to be, getting NBA contracts in a couple months here. So I mean, it's crazy. That's what made March Madness great. A lot of these teams, but some of those teams, man, they just didn't have it this year. A couple teams were dominant. A lot of the big guys.
Yeah,
I was pissed. So I mean, between Oakland, Clemson, NC State, Clemson's not really an upset. I wouldn't say that, but
dude, fuck that Golke, dude. I was more scared of him when he had the ball in his hands than I ever have been of Steph Curry, bro.
Every time he went up, and every time he caught the ball before he even went up, you just knew it was going in.
My stomach hit the floor. I was just so scared.
Actually crazy. I mean, that was insane. And I really wish they didn't have to play NC State because I was like the two somewhat Cinderellas, I guess, if you want to count NC State, because everybody loves DJ Burns, that I was hoping would find their way into the Sweet 16 and or Elite 8. And yeah, now we got Golke on it for literally every single company alive. That is incredible. Incredible. But yeah, that's what makes it great. But
That dude is literally him.
Literally him, prime staff. So I mean, that watching them was awesome. Obviously, sneak Oakland ML ticket. Had a couple of those this weekend. That was definitely the big one. But yeah, there wasn't much dog action this weekend, which other than just losing coin on dogs, kind of sucked. Period, because there's nothing to watch. That was super interesting. Set of a couple of blowouts. Trent, what did you finally land on for shit wager of weekend?
Shit wager of weekend. There's so many. I would have
There's
to say
some late nominations yesterday too.
Yeah. I mean, yes, probably Utah State.
You're going to that one feeling good.
I would. That was my most confident bet of the weekend. I mean, yeah, a lot. I mean, JMU got to be up there. McNeese round one,
certainly up there.
Certainly up there. I mean, I didn't even watch the game for a second. The effort I saw from New Mexico was just piss poor. The one I keep going back to though is FAU, dude. I fucking hate them.
I mean, that wasn't a terrible wager though on your part. That was
it wasn't a terrible wager, but
it's a god awful ending. Shit program down there.
Shit prog.
Yeah, Miss State to kick it off was actually crazy.
That was my second most confident behind Utah State, and that was just they were never even in it.
That was a tone setting wager from you.
Really bad bet.
That's one we can't have to kick it off, man.
No,
it really isn't. But yeah, there are definitely some up there. Some that I obviously got involved into, so I was pissed. UConn though, you did have a rare, should have been probably freer than it was, wager yesterday, which was huge.
Dude, they almost had it. They were a bucket away.
A bucket, dude.
They had the ball down 16 with 30 seconds left. They missed it.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah.
And then you got an actual sweat free one late night with the Aztecs.
I mean, that was just a donkey.
They actually just pummeled Yale, start to finish. That was crazy. Who are you going to take? And I guess those two teams play each other now in the Sweet 16, UConn and San Diego State. That's the only double-digit spread of the round.
That's interesting.
Championship rematch.
Yeah.
Literally championship rematch. People forget that. That would be a crazy one, though.
It's probably UConn.
I mean, from the top teams that are still in it, I guess like the obvious answers are UConn or Purdue. Like, what team is just giving you that feeling? They're just like, I don't want to fade them. They look like they're going to dominate everybody else. Which one of those teams is it?
Probably UConn. They're so good.
They're dialed, dude. They're dialed. They're just like a matchup problem for every single team. Klingon's been unfair. Granted, I mean, they've played two moose shit programs, but I mean, he just dominates. And everybody around them is just, they haven't missed a single beat. It's not like one bad play, not one bad mistake. So they've been flawless. And we'll see once they actually get to play, I don't know, competition, which I don't know if San Diego State compared to everybody else really counts as that. I don't know if you saw Dan Hurley bitching about their path, that the NCAA made it as hard as possible for them when they're the only team that's only played double-digit seeds out of the top teams. But that's weird. And we'll see how it fares because, like I said, only double-digit spread that's in this entire round. So in theory, maybe that's the blowout on paper. But San Diego State likes to play tough. So we'll see how that works. I'll tell you, I have really liked watching them, probably a little more than I thought coming in. Iowa State. They look good.
They did look good.
They look good. And I even faded them with Washington State, even though I didn't feel that one in the plums. That was just a wager that was alive for a while, but their defense is just so good. And not that we didn't know that, but like this year, shot making is on a different level. Like when Iowa State needs a big three, they get it. And that's not just from one guy, it's from really a couple guys. Momcilovic is actually the craziest matchup nightmare and craziest shot maker that they've ever had in that program from a stretch perspective. It's like he's great. The guards are hitting shots. Definitely a much different Iowa State team that we've seen from years past. Like they're the one that, I mean, I've already seen a handful of Illinois love because everybody loves Terrence Shannon. They love the big flashy team. That's probably not going to go well. So, I mean, Iowa State, ridiculous. Zags also ridiculous, which, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, that McNeese game, they didn't really play that bad. It was just like, it was the same score, or I guess Kansas kept it just as close to McNeese. They just shot 90% from three in the first half, and they did the same thing against Kansas. It's like, if they're shooting the lights out, nobody's beating them. It's like, that's probably the best matchup of the weekend, I would say. Zags Purdue, which is going to be a fun one. You got any first leans in that one? Are you going to fade Edie again?
I'm probably going to fade him the rest of the way. So place your Purdue fucking futures now.
Zanzibar, PRA, right?
Fucking Zanzibar, dude.
Dude was actually rat.
I was so confident, bro.
So confident. And yes, we can definitely talk some Go Whale today because we have really nothing on the slate. But yeah, we bitched about some March Madness. I want to hop in the NBA slate because there's, I mean, not much there either, but we definitely got some plays to talk. Do you have a POD on the NBA slate?
Dude, the slate today is so hard. Everything's double digits. I don't have a POD now, but I'm locking in right now as I'm talking to you. The plays that we made on stream. I like Vucevic boards though from Adams Got Whales.
Ooh, we can start on the Prize Picks board since I know you're just there. Just crafting up your little whales. Yeah, let's go there, Goods. Take me to the PP board. So we can go there from top down. Vooch boards could be a move, assuming, I guess you got to say this about every single square today, assuming it's not a blowout, because I think the lowest spread is the Mavs at 7.5 against the Jazz.
Yeah.
Could be mistaken. But yeah, all the spreads other than that, or I guess the Clippers are 5.5, 6. But other than that, a lot of blowout spreads. So I mean, that one, system play against the Wizards, of course. I have no issue with that. I could get involved. I'm down, even though he does never turn great for you. So we'll see.
How do you only get 2 rebounds against the Celtics?
Asking the wrong guy.
Someone in chat tell me.
I mean, matchup wise, he'd probably be hanging out on the perimeter quite a bit. So I mean, it kind of makes sense, but 2 boards is crazy.
We already got these up.
Dude, Goots, don't even take me there yet. Don't even take me there, bro.
Sorry.
I bet, man. I bet. Well, let's go through the boards for some squares. I guess we don't really have too much on the games, but the one game that I do actually like the over on while we're talking it is I try to be picky with overs now because they obviously we know the ref change. There's been a lot of unders, not just with Prize Pick squares, but obviously in the grand scheme of totals lately. Which one of them who actually soared under was the matchup that just happened between the Jazz and the Mavs. Now I'm going back to it as the total is going up 5 points or 4 points from 234.5 up to 238 or 238.5, depending on where you look. This game, I think it was like 116.94 when they just played, and I'm looking through a lot of the squares in this game, and some of them look very odd. So I'll be investing in some of those, but obviously the Jazz at home getting their lick back. They play much faster at home, and they play a team that's going to let them do it. And when I look at a lot of the squares, I mean, poor shooting performance from both teams, really. And they did play a little slower in the middle of the game because some guys were playing different roles, whatever you want to call it. Now the total's moving back up a lot. So I think you get a track meets, which this total moving up and being higher than it was in that game when it absolutely soared under is probably pretty telling, especially when there's been a long string of unders like we know since the All-Star break. So this game's probably soaring over. So correlate with that. I'm going to take a couple squares in this game, but favorite POD graphical drop when I get it, bring up Derek Jones Goods. He's banging a 3 in this game. It's a weird square that's on the board, and it's not really – you want to know how many threes he attempted in that game against the Jazz? That was 3 days ago, Trent?
0.
Not one.
Wow.
Didn't attempt one. So didn't attempt one, much less made one, and you see the chart. So he's going to make one today, especially when we know there's going to be plenty of chances, like on the perimeter, for a lot of three-point shooters. Like I saw Ahan likes PJ Washington, a couple of people like PJ Washington. He's probably going to get his chances. It's just the question of is he going to make them or not. So some of the guys around him are going to have to make shots, and there's going to be plenty of looks against that Jazz perimeter defense. Jordan Clarkson is back too, which I assume he's going to be switching on Derek Jones or being on him for a little bit, and he is a traffic cone too. So I have no issue getting that matchup, whoever he's on, because that opens up the perimeter a lot. He's not a good defender. So I'll be taking Derek Jones to bang a 3. That's definitely my favorites. And then I also heard you talking about this, Kawhi. I like Kawhi a lot today. And go to his PRA chart, Goots, because that's also red is I don't know what, and he's getting this today against the Pacers. Another one that's like I know the Pacers have been sneakily ticking up back in terms of pace. They're a little slower, and obviously Halliburton's been playing worse. But I think this is just a track meet game for them, and it's going to be weird because when you look at the Clippers on a back-to-back, it's always like a weird matchup that you don't expect, and a lot of guys going one-on-one. There's not really much there's not a better flow of the offense, I guess you could say, when you look at the Clips when they play on a back-to-back, and now they're playing a team who's just going to let them go ISO ball the entire time, and one of the guys that's going to have the significant advantage of that, hello, Kawhi Leonard. So I'll be taking him. That's the 2-piece I locked in already. So you're going to see that. Going to see that on feed. No sneak 2-piece. That's a square you haven't seen before.
I'm locking that in right now.
Yeah, tap in. But other than that, there's some dog meat games on the slate that I really do not know what to do with. For still talking prize pick squares, I mean, it's probably something to look at in the Spurs-Suns game. Again, like blowout definitely scares you, but I do like betting Spurs squares whenever there's somebody big out. Usually it's Wemby because he sits the most out of really anybody. But Zach Collins does play today in Wemby's absence. And then he looks like Curry whenever they play a center that's not going to go. He's going to stay on the rim and play like super conservative drop coverage against them. So like Zach Collins, it's red for obvious reasons. I'm not really buying it because of that, but I think he's going to spray a couple of threes today, which usually that 3 squares on the board when he plays without Wemby, and it's not today because it's like minus 150 on the book. So he's probably going to have a good amount of chances too. Probably would go with points with him, but he randomly spawns super aggressive, and that's a pretty weak perimeter defense too. So wouldn't be shocked if he just spawns in with 2 threes and continues to grub from there. So blowout would be concerning. I assume you're on Jalen Green today too.
I am. He's in my what do you call it?
Super
fucking JV John.
JV John. I don't even know if I can argue it today, even with as corp as it is. I really can't.
Kawhi bumped in front of my innocent, sweet, sweet little eyeballs. Fuck. Literal AIDS, dude. Are you fucking joking? I literally was a button away from.
Damn, he got bumped the whole point, not even half. Jeez. Well, he's getting bumped the whole points. When the chart looks like that, you know what to do.
Yeah,
you know what to do.
I'm making it.
You know what to do. But yeah, that's probably all the squares that I'm really looking at. I can't really say anything about Jalen Green. He's super corp, but it's really probably the best matchup you want there. So I can't really argue it, especially since you know he's going to chuck. Probably the only thing that would chalk that is a blowout. Because even if he shoots toward eights, I think the volume's going to be there. And yeah, we can definitely take NHL or talk NHL, even with the 2 games on the board. But I guess look at some sides and totals for the NBA first, Goots. I mean, the one that is really catching my eye is the one we just talked about, or I just talked about, that over in the Jazz game, which, to reiterate it, soared under when they just played a couple days ago. Now, when there's very few games that see like a fat move to the over because of all the unders we've been seeing recently, this one has one. And it's obvious, like if you look at it on paper, 2 fast teams, 2 teams that don't play much defense, but we just saw one team in this game not even break 100 a couple days ago. So pretty telling there. I like the over in that game. I really want to take the Kings, but it feels like the spot they do this every single time, where big line against an inferior opponent and they sell at home. So it's probably one where they win by 20 or lose outright. Still kind of like the Kings, though. The thing with the Kings is now that Bamba is playing center, he's playing more minutes at center for the Sixers. They space the floor a little better. So that kind of works out for the Kings because that's exactly what they want. They don't want a team that's going to like funnel them into the paint exactly. It's like I still think they're going to have a pretty solid day. I don't like betting against the Sixers or betting really good 3-point shooting teams against the Sixers because defensively they're kind of tough for teams to figure out. But in this spot, I do kind of like the Kings as much as it pains me to say. Again, probably one where they win by 20 and blow them out the gym, or if it's close, they're probably losing the game outright. So it's usually how the Kings go. So I don't hate that at all. And then I assume you're on Clippers. You got to be on Clippers.
Sure am.
The what? Crypto arena 2-piece?
-6 and money line.
Shit. Are they in the Fugazi?
-6 is straight bet, and yeah, they're in the Fugazi.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I can't argue. I think they're going to bully them. I just hate fading them after this lost to the Lakers yesterday. Obviously in the same spot. But yeah, do you see the score of that game, by the way?
No.
That was the freest over potentially of the century.
Wow, Chelly was sharp.
That was a meg. I think they had almost 200.
Yeah, if you just go to the real app, and you see the polls, fade the polls and you'll make coin.
Chelly was sharp with that. We were doing that in March.
80% of the poll was on the under, and there were 300 points.
Good wager. Yes, Derek Jones is POD confirmed. Absolutely confirmed. I don't know that I really like anything else in the NBA. Do you like anything we haven't talked about?
No. I need like a day or two to just get back in my NBA groove.
Yeah, this is a wretched board. This is like top 3 worst boards to try and do that with of all time.
It really is.
And then we got a hockey slate too. You can go to that, Goots. Some pair of sketchy / moose games. I mean, the Blues are definitely coin stealers.
And they're in the Fugazi. Can you believe it?
Yeah. I don't know. This feels like it's a weird game because like the VGK is banged up as they always are. The Blues are at home in a game that they need to, of course, which so does VGK. So I mean, it's probably going to be a back and forth game. I could see that. I know somebody I heard like that over when you're talking on Search Stream. I don't hate that at all.
Yeah, I love that.
But I hate taking the Blues whenever everybody takes them because they're always the coin stealers. Everybody knows that. Everybody fades them. And then there's like one game, like every 3 or 4, where everybody gets on them, and that's when they sell. That's kind of the gut feeling I'm getting today. I'm not taking VGK, but staying away from the Blues. Usually I don't. Any like plus cheeky spots that like the Blues, Caps, or Flyers are in coin flip games, or at least that's what I think they are. I just take the dog 90% of the time. Not today, but I definitely still lean them to win. I like to bet the bottom game a little better. Kings Knucks. I think that's a playoff atmosphere type game. I'm getting Canes Leafs yesterday vibes from that. I think that game's soaring under. So I like that under. I think that's going to be a big time physical game. Kings are going on the road where, I mean, throughout the course of this season, they've been overall much better. And you got the Canucks that are playing there too with the Smith and Nets, which randomly, I mean, he's been not great in that. He hasn't really been protected in certain spots, but against the Kings, I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. So I think this game, I was shocked to see a 5.5 or move down to a 5.5 this quickly. I was expecting it to stay at 6 where it opened briefly, and it's went down to 5.5, which I think is pretty concerning if you're an over better in this.
Chat, fucking Javon looks at me and he goes, "Yeah, that Leafs game is going to be 2-1. Go look at the score." And I'm over here fucking nuking Utah State as he tells me that. So stupid, dude.
Unreal, dude.
Then I asked Chelly, the Avs are down 4-2 going into the third. Should I live bet it? And he goes, "That's a fucking shit bet." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I won't do it." Hey.
If you ever have to ask yourself, should you live bet the other team if the Penguins are up 2 goals? That's just an auto yes every time. They're like the worst holders of a lead of all time. It's automatic. But yeah, I'm definitely playing the under in this Kings Canucks game. It's definitely fair play on the ice, and I'm in. Good spawn, potential POD.
No POD. Did you see the boost on DK for the Orioles?
There's a boost on DK for the Orioles.
Yeah, it's Baltimore Orioles hot start. Got on the Orioles to start season 5-0, so we're caked. Cookie.
Who do they play?
The Angels their first series, and then we might get swept by the Angels, I guess.
The Angels and the Royals?
And the Royals, yeah.
You say 3-0 or 5-0?
5-0.
Angels and the Royals, man, I bet. They're gonna get
that
to
might
4-0.
That might just be because it's in my state, to be honest with you.
That could be a thing. Where is it at?
DK, Green Book.
DK, let me check and see if I have it too, because that could be the difference.
Could be the difference.
Could be the difference. I don't know. I see it too.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I bet.
Angels
Angels
ML.
ML. Angels ML for 3 straight games, and if they get there, we're tripling down on the Royals and the POD trophies.
GG.
Dude, Trent, I know you're hyped for baseball to start in 3 days.
Yeah, dude, I probably should save my coin.
You probably should. Honestly, we can probably get into some goat whale talk now. If chat wants to hear that. That could be the difference. Sure they would. You have yours finalized. And I think I'm trying not to overlap too much, but I can tell you the one that's non-negotiable in mine right now that's also in yours is Bobby Witt. Non-negotiable. So
Fruity just pulled a fucking ruby red rookie auto Bobby Witt fucking insane card.
That could be a sign. It could be a sign we need.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's going to go nuclear this season, as I'm pretty sure everybody does, because everybody's hip. I mean, he's going to have, if he wasn't on the Royals, I think he would be an MVP candidate this season. So, I mean, I'm taking his hits. Love that. Everybody knows how I feel about Zach Gallen. Those two are probably married right now. There's a couple that I'm definitely undecided on. And I'll tell you a couple of them that we talked about on the pod too that I'm looking at. Christian Javier has been looking at me funny for a while now. And partially because I think the Astros are going to be ridiculously good this season, especially in like I don't want to say a down year for the AL because the AL is still really good, but a lot of these teams are dealing with a lot of injuries, especially if you look at, the AL East. The Rays are hurt as shit. The Orioles are hurt as shit. The Yankees are hurt as shit. All weird. And then even in their own division, like the Rangers, Corey Seager's coming into the season banged up. I don't even know if he's going to be ready for opening day. Haven't seen an update on that, but if he is, he's going to be playing banged up. That Rangers lineup is due for a lot of aggression. The Mariners lineup is very strikeout heavy. So, I mean, all around the AL, at least in those matchups, I think Javier is going to be in line for a lot of strikeouts, bounce back year for those who remember too. Gave up a lot of turkeys last year, and a lot of it was off his fastball, which was piss, and they worked all offseason to kind of find an arm slot for him that fit to where he would get the run on his fastball that he wasn't really getting last year. And now I think you're going to start to see some results. So like that's a square that's been looking at me funny. And while we're talking about the Astros, what's your pulse on Yordan? Because I feel like that was the question mark of the entry.
We just avoid any fucking caked injuries, he's going to soar over that number. That's my only concern.
Yeah, I mean, that's a guy with a CVS receipt of injuries.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the year that the Astros are going to have, or at least I think they're going to have, if he stays healthy throughout that, he might be green as small.
Yeah. He might also be an MVP candidate.
He could be. I mean, if he stays healthy every year, he could be an MVP candidate one of these years. But yeah, what's like the overall pulse of the entry? What are you feeling since you locked it in? What's changed? What stayed the same confidence wise?
Kind of worried about fucking Fredward J.
Freddie, is that just a bias of the first 2 games?
I mean, yeah, but I'm sure he's gonna fucking figure it out. But in the spring training, didn't have too great at bats.
Dude, Trent was literally on the plane yesterday texting me from 2 rows in front, bitching that Freddie struck out twice in a spring training game.
I'm also bitching because why the fuck are we going back to spring training after playing real games?
Everybody does it. It's just a weird situation. They all play like a warm-up game in their own stadium with like the regional team or with themselves, depending on where they are. It's like they're playing. I don't know if they're playing at Dodger Stadium or the Angels field, but it's just a little quick warm-up. That's what you want. You don't want them to come back and have a fresh pressure-packed goat whale at bat straight from Korea.
True.
Yeah, get him loose. Get him loose, dude.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Everything else, though, I'm still in love with it.
You still liking Vladdy?
I still like Vladdy, yeah.
I feel like that's your sneak one that you're worried about, too.
Dude, good. Dude, I woke up on the second Japan game was Thursday or
Yeah.
Wednesday morning.
Yeah, I was up for
And-
that.
And I wake up. I shit you not. It was like it couldn't have been better timing. I roll out of bed, go to the score app to check score. It's bottom of the ninth. Freddie's up to bat. 0-2 count. Okay. That was the first thing I saw Thursday morning.
Yeah, it's Moose. In that game, too, is crazy.
Yeah, where it was 11-15 or some shit.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of that game, Yamamoto is dog meat. Dude.
Dog meat. Thank fuck I didn't take him.
That you would be an absolute quail if you put
Wow.
him in the go well already.
You're right.
45
It was
ERA.
Yeah.
People forget this is how Freddie left off last season and postseason.
Goots, bro. Is this how you always do?
They're playing the Padres. Gates has
Well,
Padres tonsils.
Yeah, that too. I have Padres tonsils. But when I look up Freddie Freeman, it's just a bunch of slander, Trent. So haven't seen a good shit yet.
I bet. Well, I mean, if that's the one you're worried about, partially because he's played games already, I think you're in a pretty good spot. It's like I'm still with you on Vladdy. That one's in contention too. Most or unluckiest hitter in baseball, bounce back season. I think the Jays are going to be pretty good. And like I said, every other team in the AL East is dealing with a lot of injuries. Sans the Red Sox, they just suck. So Vladdy could absolutely feast, at least in division. But yeah, that square is looking me dead in the face, especially after he sold Pete last year at pretty much the same exact number. I think it might have been the same exact number. And he hooked with as unlucky as he is. So I'm still in on that. Is Ellie stolen base is still a certified square? I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. It's going to be played. I don't know what I'm going to put it in, but yeah. He came out towards the end of last season and said his goal was to steal 80, which, I mean, he almost hit what would have been this square in the limited ABs that he had last season, or limited plate appearances that he had last season, and when he couldn't get on base. So if he stays healthy for a full season, even if he's god awful and hits 150, like he's going to be stealing every time he gets there. And I think it kind of helps too that their lineup is super thin right now because Matt McClain, who the hell knows what's going to be the deal with him, he's injured and getting an MRI, and he's probably going to start the season on the IL and be out for a while. They got a bunch of injuries, like up and down the lineup and in the rotation too. So like they need to manufacture some offense. It's not just going to be banging runs really all day because they're going to be missing some guys for a while. So if he gets on base, they're already super aggressive. He's going to be running. So like that's 100% typed in. And speaking of this guy, I know he's been hitting nukes, dude.
Shut the fuck up, Phil, dude.
He's been hitting nukes. He looks like the greatest hitter of all time. He might go for 100 RBIs.
He might get 200, dude.
Yeah, he might be locked. 96.5. I might put that in my go well, just to spite. He's been pissing on balls.
Kish, dude, shut up. Oh, chat. Tonight I do have my MLB fantasy draft that you will absolutely be helping me with.
Yeah, you're going to check that after 1 week, right?
Bro, mush, dude. Chill out. I just take out Wells. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. First round, Bobby Witt,
Vladdy. Round 1, round 2. And you're not?
I took Bobby first round yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, Bobby.
I did a dynasty league with 14 teams. Took 4 hours. Draft.
No way, dude.
Jesus.
4 hours.
That is moose.
That's a battle. I mean, because you drafted minor leaguers too. So it's just.
Yeah, it's a little too much.
Yeah,
a little too much.
Yeah.
Did I read sub bangs? No, I don't even have that up. My fault, Chiote.
Shout out Step
Trent.
Back Harden with the bang bang, and shout out Asta XO with the sub whaler.
Dubs. Huge. Yeah, what time is Atani's little press conference, but not a press conference?
In an hour.
In an hour. You see, he's just reading a statement now. He's not answering any questions.
I need to figure out this insider info, dude.
Yeah, you got to tap in. You got to figure that out, man. Otani definitely put it on red. 445 Central. Yeah, he's so guilty. He was nuking, dude. Absolutely nuking. He surely took Florida money line against the Buffs. Surely did. Saw somebody said they drafted Nolan Jones in chat.
That's me shit.
he was going in the go well, and he's still going to play, I think, opening day. He was probably going to go in the go well, but I'm not dealing with that knee injury this early. But if he were to stay healthy for the entirety of the season and that doesn't flare back up, he's going to hit 30 bombs in course, 100%. So, yeah, we'll figure that out. Royce Lewis, kind of same thing. Don't have any issues with him. He's going to have a pretty big year. Everybody kind of expects it. I don't like the Twins, though. I really don't. If I'm going to take anybody from the Twins, which another guy who is definitely in go well contention, I mean, I think Carlos Correa is going to have a massive year. Big bounce back. So that's another go well square I was definitely looking at, but they only have tanks. Don't love that. Do you think Manfred is going to discipline Ohtani? They're going to do everything they can to not let that happen. They've literally already sent the brakes trucks, already sent the black vans. It's cake. Thoughts on Tristan Casas and O'Neal Cruz homers? I'm going to leave my thoughts on Tristan Casas for a little bit, man. But he's going to make an appearance. And do you like Eflin this year as much as Savali? I think Eflin's like safer. Eflin's safer because you have a safer floor, but Savali is like the breakout from what we saw last year. All right, let's see. Answering chat questions. What do I think about G-Rod? Everybody's too high on him. He's going under everything. Next, Jose about to have under RBIs this season. He actually might. Stroman or Bednar? Stroman. I think I did see a Riley Green square. I think he has a home run square SPR, which could be air. He does. 16.5. Thoughts on Pete Alonso? Pete Alonso is going to go nuclear this year. Julio Rodriguez is going to be him this year too. Definitely more consistent contact, probably a little less power. Rhys Hoskins in Milwaukee, sneaky ad. He's going to put up like Rowdy Tellez numbers. Not, I guess, last year Rowdy Tellez when he got dropped, but I think he's going to be sneakily good. Him and like Willie Adames are going to be better for that offense than I think a lot of people realize. So with him, Wyatt Langford, people's acting like he's already literally Mike Trout. I'll pass on anything Wyatt Langford. Glaber, I think, does have one. Favorite Cubs, Seiya for sure. Hoskins look good in spring training, 100%. Yelich could bounce back. I'm not going to get involved, though. And, yeah, Jack Flaherty, if he can stay healthy, dude. I'm like the biggest anti-take Jack Flaherty because he can't keep the ball in the strike zone, and he always gets hurt every single season. But if he does, I mean, that 28.5 strikeouts they have, that is going to be the freest square on the board. That's going to be like the anti-Daniel Bard square if he can stay on the field. So, like, that's – if you're looking to take a little bit of a risk injury-wise, which, I mean, really every square on the board is a little risk injury-wise, but especially with Flaherty, that is like big boom. Dude.
Boom.
Dude. Trent, man. Trent.
Dude, why is that literally every fucking comment under my tweets?
Literally everyone. That's unreal, dude. You got me rattled.
Sorry.
Yeah, Jock to the D-backs is getting swept. All right. 100%. I don't know where I'm at with go. I think I'm married to two. We might do a spaces probably tomorrow to talk about it. Maybe hear some plays for some other people. And then we'll probably get a spaces entry going like we did last year. But that's kind of where my head's at. Probably need to hop back in the lab for a little more finalizing on the second half of the squares. But I could be in. Did the chat hear your shocking World Series pick, Trent?
The doors. I mean, if they don't win, dude, like fucking blow the team.
No, like if they don't win, that's the biggest fail in probably like sports history.
Yeah.
To me, that's piss. That's actually piss if they don't win. But needless to say, I cannot take the Dodgers to win the World Series, and will not be doing that. But yeah, maybe now we hop straight back in and craft a little bit.
I have a secret 6-man I just locked. Who wants it? Dude. Who wants it? It's got both fucking Jones and Kawhi in there. Who wants it?
Dude.
Secret 6 guy. I'll just keep it. I'll keep it.
I think we need to tap in.
All right. Well, it starts with your 2-piece.
Okay.
And then some dude came on stream with lots of confidence on Kobe White RA. So
Okay.
I put that in there. Everybody's splooging for this dude, Miles McBride, PRA. Took that. Jaren Jackson under and Jaren Jackson under PRA and Jarrett Allen under offensive rebounds from Rizzy Fears.
Wow, that could be.
Dude,
best
Rizzy
looking
Fears,
day.
I will say, you don't tail his plays, it's fucking green every time. Especially these underboards. Like he had a couple surgical ones the other day. I remember specifically it was Schroeder, I think.
Playing the Hornets.
Yeah, that's actually a fucking shit bet. But
Jesus.
but they could get blown the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean that's probably what you're rooting for there. You're rooting for a blowout.
Damn, Rizzy Fears, GG.
Could happen though.
Could
Could
happen.
happen.
But yeah, that's the 6 man. Jared Allen underboards, under offensive boards. Jaren Jackson under PRA. Kawhi over PRA. Miles McBride over PRA. Kobe White RA. Derek Jones 3-pointer.
Now, what if I told you? What if we lock in on some demons?
I can get behind some demons.
This is like the gross slate that probably nobody wants to take demons because all these games suck and have blowout potential. Maybe we sneak one.
Yes. Back to Malik with 5 sub whalers. Let's go, brother.
W. Malik, GOAT. Maybe this is the day to sneak some demons.
What are we thinking, bro?
What are we thinking? I mean, I would say probably start in Utah because I think that's one of the rare games that's probably soaring over with a super high total.
Yeah.
That could be the difference, sneakily.
Who would we take there?
I would assume they don't have Derek Jones Demons.
In the Jazz Mavs game?
Oh, they kind of do. Kind of do. Wish they had 3s, though. Derek White. I've seen him a couple times today, too. I wouldn't mind taking Derek White.
Yeah.
That could be a demon. Could certainly be a demon.
Derek White, 3s demon?
3s demon could pay against the Hawks.
Kind of down for that.
I'm kind of down for that. Tap me in for that. First leg.
Derek White, 3s, Demon John.
And yes, I do know about the women's Zags nuke, Big Rob. I don't know how what are we doing, Trent?
Dude, I need something to tickle Jim. All right.
That's unreal, dude. That's unreal.
That could be a look. Gafford Demon rebounds.
Gafford Demon. I could be in for that. Could so be in for that. And yes, step back hard. Derek White game time with hand. Look at attempted. Don't tell me you have a weird attempted square for Derek White too. Don't tell me. Rumors of a weird Derek White attempted square.
Rumors of it being all green.
No. Oh my God. It's
Holy schnoz. Holy schnoz cooch.
Dude. What are we doing? All right. Circle back. Yeah, we could just sack up and do a Kawhi Demon.
I was down for that. I was going to suggest that first.
Hear me out. It's looking at me funny because I was initially debating between whether to put the PRA or the 3s in that little 2-piece. What if it's just the 3s? And they have the 2.5 3-pointer Demon instead of relying on him to get 30.
I'm in.
What's your gut telling you about that one?
I'm in on that.
Could be so in. ISO Kawhi pull up.
That's what I'm saying, Hobie.
Yeah, I need a fade. Imagine the insane under demons that Krabs will put together to fade. Put Kalen Clark under 9.5 points. That would be piss. So I'm in on Kawhi. That could be a solid demon. So what? I guess those are the 2 games with points, or at least that we think are gonna have points.
Yeah.
And then potentially a sighting from Hawks Celtics, but Clint Capella assist demon rumors. You know what's been hitting? Those little weird green assists that have no business being a goblin.
Yeah.
And then they spawn with 5.
They really have him up for half an assist. Oh, it's green.
It's kind of green.
Or it's the green, John.
Yeah.
Love Capella assists, Mag. We
be.
need our Curry, we need our Stockton, our Rodman, and our MJ.
Well, who's our Rodman, man? We really don't have many options, especially if you're fading Jared Allen.
Gafford was a good rod.
Gafford was a good Rodman. I could tap into Gafford. Grady Dick is crazy. Or Vooch.
Or Vooch.
Wow.
Vooch could be Rod.
Give me the confidence level on Vooch.
They don't have his demon.
I don't know why they don't have his demon, bro. Just get there. That's unreal. So Gafford it is.
Fucking Adams got pissed, dude. All right, so we're going with Gafford as our Rodman.
Yes.
So who's John?
Who is John? It's a great question.
That's a 10x in itself right there.
I mean, we could ride with Meg and say Capella's John.
Dude, Clint Capella is fucking John Stockton.
What if he just is? Or we could go Sabonis. I do like Sabonis.
I've been informed of a boss level potential.
No.
If Domantas Sabonis records a double-double tonight to break the NBA record of 53 straight double-doubles.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You might have to get involved. You actually might have to get involved, dude. That is unreal. What are the odds? What are the odds on that, man?
I don't know. He gets a double-double every fucking game.
Yeah, he does. That's actually crazy. What are we doing?
Minus 1,200? Oh, my goodness.
Jesus. You might need to tap. Minus 1,400 for double-double. Surely that does not sell. Surely.
Am I missing one? I got Kawhi threes in here. Gafford rebounds.
That's all we have.
That's all we have right now.
Okay.
We have Curry. We have Rodman. Now we need Stockton. Finding a Stockton is tough.
What about Van Vliet? I was also going to suggest that Adams got Wales.
Dude, Van Vliet is so corp, dude.
So corp.
He's like Jalen Green Jr. today. Could spawn Green. But I mean, if you think Jalen Green's going to be MJ, it's probably not going to be from Fred.
Doable demons.
It's a very doable demon. I'll give you that.
Fucking Clint Capella. God damn it, man. We need a Stockton.
Need a Stockton so badly.
I mean, Booker could be Stockton.
Booker could be Stockton. Ooh. KD legit is passing rock. Rumors. It's a tough slate.
It is so tough, dude. There's so many goats on, but none of them are jumping off screen because everything's going to be a fucking cake.
Yeah, everything's going to be a blowout, dude.
What about a Celtics assist? What about Derek White?
What's that one looking like?
Derek or Kobe White? Derek White assists 7.5. It's doable.
That is definitely a doable demon. Could be difference.
I could be down for that instead of his threes.
I'm down. I could tap into that.
I'm in on Derek White assists.
All right. Derek White, welcome to the squad. No, we just need a points geyser.
We need a points geyser. We're at a 30x right now.
Yeah. Harden got 20 assists versus the Clippers earlier this season. He is on the Clippers right now.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a bunch of all the fucking cappers on Twitter are nuking his under.
It's under assists.
Yeah, I don't want to fade. I don't want to fade him.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to fade.
All right, who's MJ tonight, boys?
No way we put Grady Dick on screen, man.
Is it just simply Luca? No, we already have a Mav in there.
We don't, do we? Oh,
Yeah,
we Gafford. Yeah. Raps game is soaring according to Cash.
Interesting play. I don't really want to go GOAT MJ. I need a guy to get like 25.
You want a sneaky geyser today?
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
A doable demon.
Doable demon.
Dude, what about Grayson Allen?
Allen.
That guy, there's no one more locked in on that fucking team.
Well, he has no defense ups for kick.
Oh, fuck you.
It's GG.
Fuck you.
GG.
What about Lauri Markkinen?
I wouldn't hate putting a Jazz player in.
What about little Markey? 30 ball? Jeez.
Yeah, 30 ball. 30 ball is kind of crazy.
Why does that go up so high?
Yeah, you might have lost me at 30 ball.
Yeah.
It's a fat demon. Fat demon, dude. Do we have any Spurs demons?
We could go Keontae George.
Ooh, could be Keontae George. I hate that Clarkson's back, though.
Keontae to get 20. We got something in that game already.
Yeah, we do.
Take it to...
Dude, what if it's just fucking Machiche?
I was literally thinking Machiche, too.
I feel like you want to take Machiche.
To get 15?
15 for a GOAT?
Oh, my God, Machiche. Dude.
I mean, it could just be one of the games where he spawns, dude.
I'm in on Machiche. If you're in, I'm in on Machiche.
I'm so in on Machiche.
It's a 93 extra.
That might be my favorite one, low-key. A little Machiche.
A little Machiche cooch. I'm in on this.
I'm locking.
It's Miles over Machiche. I'm in on Machiche, though.
I don't want Miles Bridges. I want Machiche. Wow.
Yeah.
We might be locked.
That's just what is 100 payout? Like 10 racks? 9 racks.
9-3. Just a quick little one, you guys, or just to get the blood flowing.
Yeah.
Need something to do in the slate. Need something. It's Kawhi Curry, Gafford Rodman, Machiche, greatest player of all time, and Derek White Stockton. There we go.
Yeah, that's the one, boys.
Machiche might just spawn, dude. He might just spawn.
It kind of looks surge, chat.
Kind of does. I mean, the challenge is getting all these games to stay close. That's really the only issue of this entire slate. But we could be tapped. And if Derek White doesn't play, then it is what it is. Whatever the 3 peso.
All right, I got you with the link, boys. Hold on.
Yeah, drop link, tap in. You can go back to book plays. So we got to craft something. I don't know how we're going to do it for a squad ride today, but we got to figure something out. It probably starts with the NBA because that's where the most games are. So we can go back there, Goots. I guess the one play that probably is non-negotiable for me is the over in Utah. I feel like it kind of has to be done. What's that number sitting at right now? 238 still. Yeah, I mean that. Unfortunately, has to be played. Has to be played. And that's the only one I feel like I have any conviction on today and on the NBA board, for better or for worse. Don't sleep on puck tonight. Not sleeping, but there's 2 games, brother. But if there's anything for me, probably best one out of the slate, favorite one out of the NBA slate is over 238 in the Jazz game. Then if we're talking puck, probably under 5.5 in the Nuggets game. Those are my 2 that I'll nominate to put in there. 100%. I don't know if we have much else. It might just have to be a 2-person vote, unless you got something sticking out to you, Trent.
No.
It's just not much.
Don't get me involved in squad rides.
Might have to sometimes, dude. Just might have to. Well, scroll up, throw up back to the top of the NBA board, kids. Just to take another quick look. Another quick look. I mean, Pistons ML from that dude on stream, right?
Easy.
You not tapping?
No.
Could be free as mall.
Could be free as mall.
Could be free as mall. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like any of these games, dude. I always like betting on the Spurs without Wemby, but I don't know if I'm going to do it today. Other than betting on Zach Collins, probably something. Wizards probably get their shit pumped. I don't know if I like anything.
Yeah, bro. I really need to put my phone down and stop locking shit in.
Yeah, like today is probably not the day you should do that. Not going to lie.
I like the Blues over a lot.
I like the Blues over. I could be down for that. I'm down to put that in there too. Put that in the vote. Maybe a three guys or votes. Let's do that, Goots. Let's go Jazz over 238. Blues game over 6. Nucks game under 5.5. How about that? How about that? And we don't put props. We don't put squares in the squad ride vote. It's the rule. Those are like 0-4 when we tried to do that. So we stopped. And that's not happening again. But if there was a day to do it, it would probably be today. Even though we have some moves on the board. So if you want to take a nomination of squad ride, POD is Derek Jones, data 3. So if you want that, go ahead. Poll is up. Get your vote in. Probably have a feeling I know exactly what it's going to be, but we'll let it play out. Not going to say anything. Trash ass squad ride. Well, we got a trash ass slate, brother. So you can fade it if you want or take whatever you want. Don't really get a shit. But yeah, W discipline. W discipline. And yeah, crabs on waivers, unfortunately. Quinnipiac, put him on waivers. But no, he had a red eye that got delayed. So he's in Moose today. Understandably so. And yeah, crabs go. And golf clap. See the discipline in today. See, that's what we need. That's what we need. Save coin today, chat. Absolutely. Big Rob tapped. So we do have People Sleep MLB on Thursday. So I assume those are also some daytime games they'll be able to sweat on stream. So we'll probably have that too. Probably do the spaces for Goat Whale tomorrow, like we were talking about, post streams. Finalize that and get it going. And then we'll definitely have a show or a day where we talk about all of our futures and everything, probably tomorrow too, or Wednesday, one of the two. So we'll be tapped. We'll be so tapped. No, I mentioned Iowa State. Any other Sweet 16 leans? Not really yet. We'll talk about that probably Wednesday quite a bit too. So we'll be tapped Wednesday and Thursday. But yeah, we'll see that. Marlins opening day. You will be there. You might see some moose, brother. Might see some moose. And transfer units on Gonzaga women's. Have it.
I guarantee you, bro, shit's not hitting.
Just might not. Derek Jones hit a 3, brother. It's the play. Are you sweating tonight? People are asking.
Yes.
W sweats.
I was gonna start it at around 7.
Sure. Why don't you tap into the show and get it downloaded? It's when you're in Moose tonight and all the games are 30-point blowouts, you're gonna be bored. So get it going. Sack up and get it going.
All right.
Do you trade Bregman for George Kirby? If you need pitching, sure. Kirby's going to be a dog. Bregman probably is, though, too. Yeah, there you go. Shocking, not so shocking winner of the squad ride is the over in Utah. I feel like we've taken probably a good bit of Jazz overs, which have been pretty solid. But yeah, they're scoring today. This game soared under a couple days ago. We're taking them for points today. It's the only one with a big total move up. I'm in. See a Splooge Fest. And I would not mind. I'll probably have to craft up a little Prize Picks SGP with Derek Jones and maybe the Gafford boards and a couple things on the Jazz side once we make sure everybody is confirmed in. But we're going with points. This is the appetizer for the rest of the week. Reminder, units, keep them relatively calm for the next couple of days. We have some moose slates before everything starts dropping on Thursday pretty much. But today we got work to do, and we're going to get points in Utah. That's the play. That's the squad ride. Locked. Play it at whatever you want, Marcus. It's hitting. It's going to hit by a lot. So we move. W chats. We're all still probably a little banged up from the weekend coming back. Krabs is literally eyes shut right now on pillow. But we're good. We're here for work. Here to make coin. Here to bounce back on a squad ride, and we move. Goods.
Any raids, chat? I don't see Bookit live. They're saying Bookit. I did not see him.
He raided us. Let me see. Let me raid. Sugar Sean. It might be time for little man.
No.
Might be that time, chat. They hate
you. Trent Poker go. Poker go.
Poker or go.
They don't be looking at your shit, man.
Yeah.
I know.
What do you want, bozos? Raffle. Strawberry tabby. I've seen that, dude. Chill out.
Bottom split.
Who's bottom split? iRacing?
What
is he doing? Is he betting on fucking virtual races? He might be.
No way.
I don't know if he's betting on him or not.
No way.
Yeah, I might just send your ass. I'm gonna send your ass to bottom split, and we'll give him a shot.
Bottom split. I'm in.
All right, Rizzy raid bottom split loading. Here it comes, chat. We'll see you guys later. Wait, what about Shark Lark and Noble? Hold on.
Oh, are they live? They're live on Twitch.
Pause on that. What is that show? Is it on? Chat?
He said what it was called earlier.
Fuck. Loot Riders.
Loot Riders. Yeah, they're
live.
No, I don't see them.
No.
GG.
GG. All right, back to bottom split it is.
Tap it.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later. Good luck. Hopefully we bring the coins home tonight. Be seeing.
Hooked.
Bang.